Hey, welcome to tonight's Way of Watts. I got the family with me. We're doing it quarantine style. I got, sorry you guys are vertical today, but I can't figure out what's on what when I do it on my phone. It won't turn the other way, won't turn landscape. So that's how we're doing it. I got the family with me. We're quarantining. We're going to be here for 2 weeks. Yeah, I got white family too. Yeah, don't trip. No, we are fortunate hanging with the Rathbuns. We got Rathbun camp for the next couple of weeks out here, a place where we love to come and connect with people that we love so we can get outside and not be at risk of passing the corona or getting the corona passed. We're going to be here for 2 weeks, so if anybody got it, we all got it, and we'll get over it together. And if not, there ain't nobody else out here. It's just us. But we are excited to, as a group, as a community, to be bringing some special things your way. We've gotten out here so we can be productive, work on our own futures, but also work on inspiring our community, bringing new products to you all. It's a time when we can really take a step back and educate ourselves and strategize and build our bodies up, our minds up, and kind of refuel for, I don't know about you guys, but I was definitely in a little bit of a rat race before we had to shut it down. And since we have, I've really taking this time to, like I said, connect with my spirit, connect with my people, communicate, connect with some people that I love. My guy right here, Taggart. What's up? Say what's up.
What's up?
I said we teaching them some slang out here in the country. It's all good. But yeah, I've really taken the opportunity to do that. And so for you all that have been a part of my community, I'm very grateful for you, very thankful for you, and we are really gonna work really hard to serve you guys from a distance. And one of the things about basketball is you don't need a whole lot to practice to get better. But we've gotten to the point where we need a team, we need a coach. We're into all of these different things. So a time like this is going to be a great opportunity to see who's really about it, who's really about putting that work in, who's really about getting after it, who's really about self-improvement, who either has those routines down or who's willing to establish those routines. And I guess this would be a great time. This is kind of unscripted, but Abby, get over here. 6 feet, 6 feet. I'm just kidding. We all here together. Actually, this is the place right here. This is where you were sitting.
The exact spot.
The exact spot.
spot.
Yeah, the exact spot that she made the commitment to being a Division I basketball player. And that was a tough conversation about her working hard, but not working hard on her own skills and her own development. She's one of the athletes that's been in my circle that really took that serious and took that to heart and earned the opportunity to play at the next level, earned the opportunity to play at University of San Francisco, has gone down there, been able to play multiple positions that you didn't even play in high school. So why don't you tell us a little bit? You open to telling us a little bit about that? Just about your experience at school and your experience, the challenge of getting there. You down with that?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Way of Watts, welcome Abby Rathbun. You might even want to ask her a question or two.
I had the dream.
Oh, man.
I had the dream. You got it?
I don't know. We're struggling. There we go.
All right. Well, ever since I was a little girl, I had a dream of going playing college sports. And when I was younger, it was both soccer and basketball. And then I developed more of a passion towards the basketball side. And I struggled with, I didn't have a lot of other people or networks when I was younger in the basketball world. So it was just AAU in my town, and then tournaments here and there, and getting invited to go play with certain teams, and just kind of felt like I got lost in the process and was losing myself and where my goal was. And so when I followed Donald he helped me refocus on what my goal was, and that was to go play Division I basketball. And that was my sophomore, junior year. Yeah, and so I was able to take those things that Donald told me and really focus that summer and putting in the time and the work. And it really, I look back at it now, and it totally changed the game for me. I definitely don't think I'd be at where I am right now playing Division I basketball if it wasn't for him. I just to change my mental state, the way I play the game today. But now I got the offer, and I play at the University of San Francisco, and I'm getting an amazing education. The opportunities there are endless. It's an amazing area for networking, and I'm really excited about my future, not just for basketball, but for my professional world in front of me.
So let's talk about, I'll interview her. Let's talk about what you played a certain position in high school, right? And one of the things that we talked about was that wasn't necessarily going to be the position that you were going to play in college. And so even though we weren't preparing specifically for your high school program, we spent a lot of time preparing you to have skills that translated to the next level. You earned a scholarship opportunity as a result of that, but how has that impacted you? Because I know since you've been in school, you've been asked to do a lot of things that you weren't necessarily, it wasn't what your training was in AAU or at the high school level, but you've been able to do it successfully for your college. So talk to them a little bit about that process, the work we did and how it helped years later, basically.
Yeah, so in high school, I played a lot of post and very little experience in the guard position. But when I went and worked with Watts, we worked a lot of other skills that were very valuable to the game and improving my game. And as I got to college, the coaches knew that I had the ability to play out on the perimeter and face the basket, and it was going to take me some time. But when I got onto campus, I was very raw. I would consider myself very raw as a perimeter player. And
that just means she lacked the experience, game experience, but she had the skill set and the tools, right?
Yes, yeah.
It's just learning how to put those tools and skill sets into play.
Yeah.
But they're there.
Exactly. So, I was realizing it in practice that even though I wasn't doing it in games, at game speed, game speed and real game time, I practiced that in the Watts program. And so when I got into practice and we're doing those drills, it didn't feel as strange and weird to me. And transitioning to this year, I went from playing a little bit of post and guard my freshman year of college, and this year in my sophomore year, I went from playing a lot more guard because I was a lot more comfortable in my position and a lot more experience than I was my freshman year. And all of a sudden, my college team experienced a lot of injuries, and we had to do a lot more shifting around with our positions and role on the team. And I ended up playing all five positions on the court for half the season. And the Donald Watts helped me prepare myself for that moment. I'm not gonna lie, it was a lot.
Commercial. One of the things that was special to me is when we walked into the barn today. We walked in the barn, and I have these places that are special to me in life. And like I walk into gyms, and there's certain gyms that I've scored 40, 55 points, 50 points in or whatever. And you just walk in the gym, and you might have been in that gym twice in your life, but you just feel like that's your gym. Like that gym has your energy in it. Like you own that, it's just like this is a sacred place for you. Well, one of my sacred places, and we already talked about this table being a place that was a pivotal point for you. It wasn't on the court, it wasn't on it, but it was a decision and a choice and a commitment that you made, right? And we're at a time right now where a lot of people need to look, things have changed, adjust their life and make commitments to do the best that they can. But one of the sacred places for me is out there in the barn. When we went out there to see your mom today, I sat down in the chair that I was sitting in when you were sitting to the right over here, My kids were sitting across from us. Do you remember what we were doing in there before you went away to school?
Goal setting.
Yeah, we were goal setting.
Yeah,
we went out. Yeah, we went out to the barn. We goal set it. We wrote our goals down. Big part of our program, our process. We wrote our goals down, and we made a list of things that we wanted to accomplish before you went to school, right? Mm-hmm. And then one of the most proud moments for me was when you joined the meditation class, and we talked about it, and then I had you text me your goal sheet earlier in the process, and I looked at the goal sheet, and there was 6 or 7 things on them. Well, halfway through your freshman season, you had crossed all 6 or the 7 of those things off, which was a very proud moment for me on one standpoint. But then on another standpoint, I hate going 10 for 10 in a basketball game. If you go 10 for 10, then you didn't shoot enough, right? And so the fact that we hit all of our goals was great in one sense, but in another sense, you know what I'm gonna say, it was bad because we didn't stretch ourselves enough. I would rather have seen us just barely miss 1 or 2 of those goals, right? And so we know when we set goals this week, when we set goals going forward, we're going to stretch ourselves. But I just want to say that to you. I said it to these guys when we were in the room. I was like, remember in here goal setting or whatever. But I thank you to the Rathbun family, the Angus Rathbun Ranch. This has become a very sacred place for me, my family, friendship, family, all of that stuff. And most important, the support of you. So thank you. This was tonight's episode of The Way of Watts. We got 2 weeks in quarantine, 2 weeks minimum in quarantine. So we're going to have a lot of different episodes, and you guys are going to get a chance to meet all of these people. All of these people over the next couple of weeks. You guys will meet my family, and we'll talk about our goals, our struggles, our triumphs, our tribulations, all of that stuff. And keep you more educated than entertained, but I'm sure with these clowns around here, these clowns, there'll be some entertainment too. It's not going to be all serious. We're going to have some fun. That's the point. And I hope you guys do too. I know a lot of our comforts, a lot of our liberties are, temporarily suspended, like the NBA season. Not like the NBA season, but our liberties are suspended like the NBA season is suspended. And all I would want to say is to try to figure out what things that we have at place, who are the people we can connect with. Be cautious, take care of yourself, but don't be in fear. There's a difference. Do the best that you can to look out for each other, to keep each other safe. Check in with your spirit. Keep your mind right. Your mind is the seed for the rest of your body, healing, all of that stuff. And let's get through these next couple weeks together. I'm out. Thank you. Very special episode of The Way of Watts. Peace. Quit hiding over there, girl. Out.